Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are so sorry about that. I'm Colin Tomazuski, tonight's color commentator.
I'm Javon Elkins, our tonight's play-by-play commentator.
I muted the soundboard earlier because I was coughing a lot. I forgot to unmute it. We are here, bottom of the first inning, 0-0. The Vikings got some good hits in there. Giovanni, what do you think?
Well, one of those runners got to third base, and he got an error by the third baseman of Lake Central, and that was not a good way for them to start the inning, but Brock Begester was able to pitch his way out of it. Certainly a big confidence booster for the sophomore pitcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, a local celebrity on the scene, Michael Skavarik, has showed up to the game.
Great to see some of the alumni coming back to support
Love
us.
some of that.
And that one's taken low for ball one. Just tuning in, bottom of the first inning here. As is Giovanni Lopez coming up for Lake Central first. Lopez going to South Suburban College to play baseball after his high school career.
Great to see LC students going out in the world. Ooh. That'll make it a 2-1 count. And yeah, car alarms go off. That is an extra loud one, I have to say.
A lot of talented players on this team that are going to college to play some baseball. Connor Tomczyk, Justin Graves, both going to Purdue Northwest. Giovanni Lopez, as I mentioned, going to South Suburban to play college baseball over there. Hunter Sahorsky also going to play baseball in college.
We got a full count here. Oh.
And he walks him. So Lake Central gets a man on first to start the bottom of the first inning.
Justin Graves, a power hitter for Lake Central as well.
Left-handed hitter. And it looks like he thought the runner was going, and he'll come back to first base. Looks like the runner was going to second base, and he lost the ball, and Giovanni Lopez is able to steal second base with ease.
Got a 1-1 count here.
Ross's pitch. Looked like he was going for the bunt. He takes ball two.
Gotta cut him inside like that. Too close for comfort. Wind up the pitch.
And looked like he checked the string. Checked his swing for strike two.
We got 2-2 count here.
That one hit third base side down
Right
the
through
line,
glove.
and looks like he's going to score. And Justin Graves will get into second base with these, and it is 1-0 Lake Central.
RBI double there by Justin Graves himself.
Great at bat for Justin Graves.
It was a beautiful at bat, I would say.
Lake Central looked to be in a little bit of trouble early on in this game, but they're the ones who take the lead here in the bottom of the first inning. This is Connor Tomczyk coming up for Lake Central. Connor Tomczyk, a multi-sport athlete here at Lake Central. just got off playing basketball this year for Lake Central. Team had a pretty impressive run as he goes for the bunt. Still no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Trying to advance that runner to third base. As Justin Graves currently in scoring position for Lake Central. Lake Central would certainly like to get some more runs on the board earlier in the game. That one hit down the line to right field. Graves is going to score. Tomczyk is going to get into second base. And it is 2-0 Lake Central.
The doubles are with us today.
You couldn't have asked for a better start if you're Lake Central.
Still got no outs on the board.
As Connor Hoffman will come up for Lake Central. Ross. And this one was foul tipped.
Great start to the game. Bless you. Giovanni sneezed. I haven't heard that. Giovanni, the mics don't mute like when you put them up there. Let you know that.
I'm glad I know that now. And Ross' pitch is high and away.
I watched this kid warm up a little bit ago. You're throwing some heat, but it doesn't seem to transpire over here.
Well, certainly not a good start for him.
Nope. Yeah, look at that 2-1 count now.
And great speed at second base for Lake Central, Connor Tomczyk. Chance for Connor Hoffman to drive him home.
Put the wheels on there.
This one hit even in right center field. Tomczyk tags. He's going to go for third, and he decides not to go. Looked like Tomczyk didn't get that good of a jump on it and decided to go back. Smart play by Connor Tomczyk.
What Jared Baez can they give it here? Only got one out.
It's on the right field line. Chance for someone to make a play on it. And it's going to bounce in fair territory. Tomczyk's going to score. And Hoffman in second base. And he is safe at second base. Lake Central now takes a 3-0 lead. As it's Doug Lone coming to bat for Lake Central. What a disaster of a start for Homewood.
Yeah, I know.
Only one out here in the bottom of the first. And Lake Central again with the runner in scoring position.
Oh.
And Loden just missed it.
Chopping for it. Getting a little wobbly there.
Missed it again. Ross was throwing some good pitches to hit. He just couldn't get the bat on it. And he strikes him out.
Caught looking. All right, 2 outs here.
As it's Hunter Zahorsky, catcher for Lake Central.
I think no matter what happens here, Lake Central pretty proud with what they got so far in this first inning.
Yes.
Strong presence in the game.
Certainly some help for the young pitcher Brock Begesha, sophomore.
Ooh.
Coach Schwartzenschuber giving him some advice. Looked like he was swinging pretty hard at that one. That one right down the middle for strike 2. Runner at second base with 2 outs. And that one's outside for ball 1.
Catcher's definitely sitting back there and getting a lot of wiggle room for that ball. Oof.
That one just on the outside for ball 2.
We got 2s.
Ross's pitch. That one to the third base side. And he gets him at first base. Damage is done in the bottom of the first inning. We'll head to the top of the second inning. 3-0 Indians.
Homewood Foster number 15, Simpson, will be up here to bat.
I'd like to thank our audience for tuning in tonight. Be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on that notification bell to be notified of these live streams and to be notified of our weekly show, Tribe TV. Our senior edition just aired for all our seniors on our staff this year.
We got one more show coming out, the
Yep, this
graduation
Friday.
video.
Be sure to check it out. Some great stuff coming at you for the end of the year.
Tyrone Simpson leading off.
Here goes Tyrone
The
Simpson.
pitch. Low right square. Couldn't quite get to it. Didn't even want to swing at that. Don't blame him. Central, I'm looking over this beautiful campus here. Absolutely amazing.
Two of the newest facilities here, the baseball field and the football field. Just a wonderful sight to look at. That one hit to third base side. Tomzik. See if Tomzik can make the play.
And he
He's
will.
out.
Beautiful.
Great play by Connor Tomzik.
With the throw. Diego Blanco to bat.
And that one a little high for ball 1. And that is taken for ball 2. That one hit right at Justin Graves.
For the
That's
easy out.
Easy out number 2.
Designated hitter, number 3, Brandt.
That one taken low for ball 1. Strike
Okay.
1. And strike three. See if he can get the out first. And he is safe at first base. Very close play at first base.
Number 2 at the bat.
That will go down as a strikeout for Brock Begesha, but couldn't get the important thing right there, which was the out. Catcher Hunter Zahorsky couldn't find the ball in time to get him out first. Well, deep in the right center field. And that one's going to get over the head of Evan Hand. Hand's going to throw it in. It's going to be one. See if Graves' throw can get him, and he is safe at third base.
Wow.
Jared Baez couldn't hang on to that ball. That one bounced right out of his glove. Looks like the runner at third base was a little shaken up on that one. Great throw by Justin Graves.
Yeah.
Third base.
Great hit there.
And they get on the board.
2 outs.
And a runner at third now for Homewood.
Ooh.
Swung on and missed. First strike 2.
We got 1-2 count here. 2 outs. Runner on third.
That one to Hoffman.
Got to put it
gets him out at first base.
Put it into the Homewood Flossmoor. In there trying to get him back a little bit. We got 1 run on the board.
And Lake Central avoids the disaster of an inning. As we head into the bottom of the second inning, 3-1 Lake Central. And if you're just tuning in, Lake Central had a very strong start to the game in the first inning, able to get 3 runs on the board.
Giovanni, please don't say to me, man. We're up here having a good time in the booth watching some sports. Evan Hand.
Is Evan Hand coming up for Lake Central. Center fielder.
Started off, Evan. It's 3-1 here. Lake Central's winning.
That one hit down right field, and that one's going to drop in foul territory. Umpire probably had a better view of it than I did, but looked like that one was a little bit inside the line from up here in our booth.
Yep. Clean pitch.
That was outside for ball 2. Ross has been giving Lake Central some great pitches to hit so far in this game. Lake Central certainly took advantage last inning.
The loudest umpire I've ever heard. Thought I'd share that. Full count.
And we now have a full count. And that one's high for ball 4.
Evan Hand goes to first.
That is Matt Fundich, the DH for Lake Central.
Matt Fundich up to bat here. Bunt.
And
what a beautiful bunt.
And he's able to advance Evan Hand to second base. That's exactly what you wanted if you're Lake Central. As with 1 out, man on second for Lake Central. As we are back to the top of the order with Giovanni Lopez. Ross's pitch is outside for ball 1.
Oh.
That one is behind. And that one...
Good thing I didn't park over there.
We've certainly seen a few cars get some nice dents in them.
Oh, yeah. I was at the softball game the other day. Those houses just getting bombarded by the foul balls from the softball, varsity, JV, and JV baseball.
Ross. That one is outside for ball 2. And that one right off the end of the bat. See if he can run it out. And he is safe at first base. Giovanni Lopez with great speed. And he's able to advance Evan Hand to second base. And runners at the corners, 1 out. As Dustin Graves comes up to bat for Lake Central. Justin Graves actually spent his senior year leading the student section here as our Indian.
Umpire's giving the couple pitches there to the pitcher. Now it's throwing strikes, huh?
Catcher signaling something for the infield.
Well, we've got 1 out. Runs first and third. A variety of things can happen.
That one tip behind him. The count 0-1. Connor Chomzak actually on Wednesday he came in here and got the save for Lake Central. Able to win the game 2-0 against Michigan City. That one
Cut
right
high
side.
and clearly out.
Lake Central actually got 2 wins against Michigan City and 2 very important DAC games for them. As this Tuesday, be sure to tune into our live stream of that. Lake Central taking on Chesterton. Very important DAC matchup. Both teams sit on top of the DAC. And that one was hit right over the bleachers.
Bounce caught by a little fan out there.
Fans now trying to find that ball. I think they found it.
Yep.
That one hit over his head, and Graves will score. Excuse me, Evan Hand will score, and it is 4-1 Lake Central. As Tom Zick will come up for Lake Central. As Coach come in now. I'd like to have a word with this pitcher, giving up 4 runs in just one and a third inning. Pitch for him.
Not good. I mean, it's good for us, but not for them.
Or for Lake Central, besides that 1 run you gave up, you really couldn't ask for a better start to this ball game.
Yep.
I'm sure Coach is telling him to regain his composure, try and get some confidence back, throw some strikes, and just try and get out of this inning.
Yeah.
Chance for a double play. You just need to get an out here. It certainly will be tough going up against one of Lake Central's great hitters in Connor Tomczyk, as that one taken low for ball 1. And that is strike 1. That one is going to go for 2, and he is safe at first base. Connor Tomczyk able to run that one out.
Got to put the wheels on there.
And it's Connor Hoffman, the first baseman. That one taken for ball 1.
Cannot seem to find it.
That one's low.
Cannot find the pitch here.
He's got the catbird seat now.
Yep.
3-0.
Connor's just waiting to hit.
Ball 4. Bases loaded.
Straight. We got 2 outs. Let's see what Jared Bias can do here.
As Jared Baez for Lake Central.
Okay.
Taken for a strike. That one off the end of the bat. Count quickly 0-2. Jared Baez, the junior, third baseman. That one high for ball 2. Excuse me, ball 1. That one very high. That one could have easily gotten over his head and scored another run for Lake Central. Bases loaded. We have Connor Hoffman at first base, Connor Tomczyk at second base, and Giovanni Lopez
We got
at
twos
third
all across
base.
the board.
Very good speed at second and third base. Tomczyk could certainly score on a single, and that one hit a little bit close to us.
In the battle, Jared. Guess I'm hitting foul balls though. I'm parked right up by the field over there. Can't have that happen.
And that one right off the end of the bat. Lake Central's bench. Not doing a bad job cheering their player on.
Produce. Still twos across the board.
That one's all the way to the football turf.
That's a touchdown right there.
I don't think it completed the process of that for it to be a touchdown.
He's out here battling. That guy that went I forgot what team was on. 21 pitches. Jeez.
That one down the left field line. And he's out at first base.
Way to battle there. Way to battle there.
And Lake Central only gets one on the board. And we will head to the top of the third inning. Lake Central up 4-1. And a little update in Major League Baseball. Excuse my bitterness as a White Sox fan, but Cubs are currently up against the Chicago White Sox 11-2.
That's what I thought. That's what I like to hear. I'm a big Cubs fan, ladies and gentlemen. Whole times this year's truly. Keep updating them, Giovanni.
Well, it is 11-2 Cubs right now, most likely going to win the game. This year's White Sox team has been a little bit brutal to watch. Team went from contending to a wild card spot in the first 2 weeks of the season to now probably most likely contending for a top 5 draft pick. And listen, most White Sox fans realistically did not expect to make any sort of run for the playoffs this year. But it does have to be a little bit frustrating at some point to see that team isn't at least winning a little bit more. This year certainly isn't about making a playoff run, as I said, but it is good to see some of these prospects making some improvements.
Foul ball.
And I guess I do have to talk about the Cubs since I was proud of myself not being biased, but this Cubs team is going to be dangerous for 2 or 3 years. I mean, this team is way, way too talented to not at least contend for another World Series. Right now, they are in a bit of a dogfight for the NL Central, though. Cardinals currently on top of that division. They're actually in 4th place right now. That one hit into short center field. Looks like Tomzik in hand will go for it. And Tomzik dropped it. Looked like a can of corn play for Connor Tomzik, but he just let that one get away from him. And Tomzik, of course, coming back.
Double.
Really nothing you can say if you're Tomzik right there. You gotta get that one out of your head. Looked like it was pretty clear that Tomzik was going for that ball. I think that Tomzik just lost sight of it and it slipped out right out of his glove.
Didn't put enough pressure on there. Thought it would just sit in his webbing.
Well, good awareness by number 7 to get to second base.
They could have got the out there if they were just looking.
But Gesha looking to second base.
Oh, no.
And let's see where that one went.
Barely missed the vehicle.
Just outside. 3-1 the count. That one hit right above us.
We didn't realize we're on top of the football press box right now, so anything that comes close, I'm going to try to grab.
Certainly not unrealistic for a ball to come up here.
No, I've seen it happen.
Last week we did have a close call. One of our helpers up here thought he had a pretty good chance at that ball.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
Jacob Schwarber at the bat, number 25. Oh, my leg hurts.
runners at first and second, nobody out as the time run comes to the plate. That one
Shot.
in the right field. And he gets that one. He's going to tag to third base, and he's going to get in there. And now we'll have runners at the corners. This is Corey Garrett for Homewood. He's going to throw to second base, and he missed the tag, and the runner's able to come home.
Oh, wow.
And,
Seen it
great
happen too many
execution
times.
there by Homewood as they are now within 2.
Still one out.
That was just a great executed play. Great awareness by the man at third. That one hit in foul territory. Connor Hoffman able to get to that one.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. No one else is able to do this job that I decided to hop in, and I'm feeling under the weather.
Well,
15.
we do appreciate your efforts, Colm, coming out here.
I'm out here to
on us.
support,
And just
you
to
know what I'm
confirm,
saying?
ladies and gentlemen, Cubs just beat the White Sox 11-2.
That's what I'm talking about. For the
Yikes.
W.
Carson Fulmer A lot of fans had very high hopes from him, including myself.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? I'm here, Giovanni.
Well, and hit above us again.
Consistency. These little fans out here are on him.
Just hoping those next two top 5 draft picks the White Sox will get will amount into something. And he's gonna go a second, and he'll get back in. Hoffman again, chance to make a play, and that one is good. And we will go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It is 4-2 Lake Central. I'd like to thank our audience for tuning in to tonight's game. And do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, tap that notification bell, be alerted for our live streams, as our next live stream will be this upcoming Tuesday, as Lake Central will take on the Chesterton Trojans. Very important game for them. Tuesday and Wednesday. Most likely will be for the DAC. And also, do not forget to check out this YouTube channel. Not only do we have our other live streams on there, but we do have our weekly show, Tribe TV. Senior show just came out today. Be sure to check that one out. I know our senior staff worked very hard on that one.
Fossmore's make a couple errors out there, even in warm-ups. Could be worrisome for the game. As we start the bottom of the 3rd inning here. Number 25.
There's Doug Woden coming up for Lake Central. Taking for a strike 1. Taken high for ball 1.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, it was just brought to my attention by Giovanni Alcantar that he always does this to me. Makes me sad. This is my last time commentating. Oh, wow. Strikeout.
Strikes him out.
Got him looking. This is my last time commentating at Lake Central High School athletic event. I'll say it for the end. I'll say it for the end.
That one hit down the right field line. That will go foul. This is number 16, Hunter Zahorsky.
One out. 1-1 count. Indians are still up.
one on the left side, and
That Nissan. Oh.
that one just misses that Nissan Sentra over there.
Person sitting in it too. That's the funniest part.
That one down on the left field line. That one bounces in foul territory. Ross's pitch. Looks like he checked his swing.
2-2 count.
As mentioned before, this is Mike Schwartzenschuber, head coach of Lake Central's varsity baseball team. This is his second year running the team. Schwartzenschuber, a very accomplished coach. He's a two-time state champion, three-time state finalist, and in 2005 he did win the Indiana All-Star Coach of the Year, and he's won the Southwestern Indiana Coach of the Year award 3 times. And he also, and to top that off, he did win the 2A Indiana State Coach of the Year twice in back-to-back years, 2005 and 2006. So I think it's pretty safe to say this man does know how to coach. He also was a teacher here at Lake Central. And a walk.
Evan Hands up to bat now. One out. We're on first.
And the count, still nothing. That one hit down the left side, and that one goes foul.
The ball bounces further. Ball bounces further, but doesn't seem to roll as far on the turf here. Got ourselves a Evan Hand, the 1-1 count.
That one hit right behind home plate, right to the concession stand. And that little kid is not wasting any time going towards that ball.
Oh, they got a collection going down there by now.
Really hope he gets to keep it at least. And he is safe at second base. Runner at second now for Lake Central with just 1 out.
2-2 count. A beautiful hot.
That one hitting right center field. They're going to wave him around. And they'll decide to keep him at third
Beautiful
base.
hit.
Runners at the corners, 1 out.
And that fun did produce some damage.
That one's high and away.
Getting chilly up here now. The wind's starting to kick in. No sun.
And that one just on the outside for ball 2. That's taken for strike 1. Matt Fundich doesn't hit her. That one line to the shortstop. See if he can get it second. And that one is a hop to the first baseman. He's safe at first. And Lake Central now takes a 5-2 lead.
Giovanni Lopez.
Back to the top of the order.
Power hitter here.
If you're just tuning in, it is 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Vikings, and it is 5 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors for Lake Central. Homewood had a very rough start to this game, giving up 3 runs in the first inning.
Yeah, now what I'd like to see.
Taking for a strike, and the count is quickly 0-2. And he swings and misses that one. As we will head to the top of the 4th inning, Lake Central is up 5-2.
Just keeping warm. Keeping warm up here on this cold day. Ladies and gentlemen, come back here into the... Got a solid... Giovanni, give us a score update, please.
It is 5-2 Lake Central.
Top of the 4th? Top of the 4th.
Right in the top of the 4th. Other spring sports going on here at Lake Central. Our softball team also ranked top 10 here in the state. Having a great year, looking to make a big run towards a state championship. Last time they made it to state was 2015. They were the runner-ups, and Jeff Sherman, very successful coach, has run 3 regional championships.
Number 19 for Homewood Foster
at
back here.
Central.
So you can make it for starting
Entering
off.
his 9th season, certainly would like to add a state title to that resume.
Steve Reich won. So far, I think it's the loudest umpire I've ever had. Down there screaming. Oh!
Gets it
Good
to
stop there.
Reyes, and he gets all the way to first base for out number 1.
If you like what you're seeing, as Jeremiah said before, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. More content.
And don't forget to click that notification bell to be notified when we go live.
Absolutely. Brandy, number 3, up to bat for Homewood Flossmoor. Good pitch. Good pitch.
That one in the center field. And Evan Hand gets the out for Lake Central. Brock Buketch with a chance to get 1, 2, 3 inning here.
Yep. Wonder if it's going to be a quick game or we're going to start slowing down here. Definitely sound like it hit the bat, but
He gets that one for strike 2.
it's a 1-1 count. Oh, and he'll swing for strike 2.
And now it's strike 2.
Got a 1-2 count with 2 outs here. Got to protect.
And Magesha gets it to first base. And a quick 1, 2, 3 inning for Lake Central.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Talk about our softball team before again, ranked top 10 in the state. And this team has a total of 7 seniors on it. Very experienced group, and I'm sure that is a lot of the reason why they're top 10 in the state.
There's seniors out there doing their job. Amanda Noblet, home run yesterday. Sarah hit a triple on, I believe, Tuesday.
And Jessica Kiefer, what story she is.
I did an interview with her this year. Coming out of a car accident. Coming here playing his heart off. Seen her in the newspapers recently. Yesterday's paper, actually.
And she is going to Ball State to play softball there.
Yep. A lot of them are going to. All seniors are going out. Got her going to Columbia.
Yep.
Couple Purdue Northwest.
Very good group of seniors.
Very strong power hitters, all of them.
Kiefer very accomplished in her time here. Got the Times Athlete of the Week and the Times Athlete of the Month. And me and her do one thing in common. Our favorite food is chicken tenders. So,
all right, Giovanni, get out of hand here. Back to the game. Bottom of the 4th, Justin Graves at the bat here.
See if he can beat it out. And that one gets away. Great thought about going for 2. He'll stay at first base on the error.
Pitchers, man. Got to get together. Let's see T doing great things in the basketball team this year, sectional championships. Let's see what we can do here. He put on the wheels.
That one to the shortstop. And that one goes over his head. And Justin Graves is going to score. Connor Thompson's going to get to second base. And it is 6-2 Lake Central.
Beautiful there.
2 straight errors. And Justin Graves able to come home. Not what you wanted if you're Homewood at all. Does Connor Hoffman come out to bat? Runner at second, nobody out. That one hit right at the pitcher in the center field, and he will now play at second. Tomczyk go run home. So to the play, he is safe, and it is 7-2 Lake Central.
What a
Great play by Connor Tomczyk, able to beat that one out.
CT takes nothing.
Great awareness there by Connor Tomczyk, and that could have been a great play by the second baseman.
Score continues to climb with no outs.
That one up the middle, getting to the shortstop. This one, low throw,
and the double play. Double play there by Garrett. Beautiful. Beautiful execution there.
It's Doug Loden coming to bat for Lake Central.
2 outs. 7-2. The pitch. Oh. My car.
Oh,
that's a jog. Never mind. Good.
I don't think that came anywhere near the car.
Yes, it did. Car's right next to that truck. Hit. Shortstop. Scoops.
And he is safe at first base. And Homewood can't believe it. That was a very close play. You can
if you're watching that, go back, press that back button twice, put that on speed on 0.5, and you'll see that replay right in front of your eyes.
Number 16, Connor Zahorsky.
And that one looked like it was Tyler first hit in foul territory.
About that. Hunter's a Zahorsky here. Hunter's on first with a strike.
And he will get to second base easily. And now it's taken for strike 2.
Foul ball.
count 1 and 2. 2 outs here
There's
in
a horse
the
still up, yeah.
bottom of the 4th inning. Runner is second.
Got a battle here.
That one hits the shortstop. And they get out of the inning. Lake Central able to score 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Lake Central up 7-2 against Homewood. And sticking with the theme of talking about our other spring sports teams that have been doing well, the girls track team actually just won the DAC championship this past week. So a big congratulations to them. Track team's actually been sectional champions for 25 years in a row, and they've been regional champs for 6 years in a row, and they are now 9-time DAC champions. So that team is very, very accomplished. So of course, we'd like to give a big, big shout out to them.
First off the bat is number 11, Sally. Big time hitter for the.
That one taken inside for ball.
That's a
strike.
strike.
That one's up for ball 1. That one's also low for ball 2. That one's low for ball 3. 3-1 count now.
Thought he had something there.
That one hit in the center field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. One out count to the batter. And he goes back to first base. That one almost got away from Connor Hoffman.
A little problem there. Run on first. Oh, what a pitch! Got a 2-1 count. 3 out, 1.
On it high. Going right over the bleachers. Tomzik catches
And I'll make sure it stays in his glove this time.
Yeah.
The whole team applauds him for kicking the catch. That's funny.
Tomzik had an error earlier and was able to get a runner home. So way to make up for it.
He's getting battered by wind.
That one Hit right into the hands of Connor Hoffman. Looked like
The runner's been there for a while now.
somebody was trying to get in Connor Hoffman's way of that one.
Yeah, they're wishing.
If you're just tuning in, Homewood with 2 runs, 3 hits.
Oh, what a pitch.
Only 1 error.
What a pitch. That's my go-to word now. It's what a pitch. That's actually a sentence, actually a phrase.
And Lake Central with 7 runs, 9 hits, and crooked number right there, 3 errors.
Oh. God, I'm just dripping.
Here we go, Brock Bagesha. It's ready for this at bat, and strike 1. And that one taken for strike 2.
Hit
And Bagesha almost got his glove to it. Tomzik gets it to first base, and
for the play.
great play there by Connor Hoffman able to get that ball. And we will head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Lake Central still up 7-2 against Homewood.
Tripping and falling out here. I'm thirsty,
They say the press box is a very dangerous place.
especially for me. But you know, we're out here having fun. My favorite song. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. But I'll keep you updated with the MLB right now.
Well, as I mentioned before, White Sox certainly disappointing fans like me. Someone should really tell them that the tank really is not going right now. They should really be beating the Chicago Cubs right now. But in all seriousness, White Sox are just not where they need to be right now. No one was really expecting them to make any sort of playoff run this year. But you do expect them to put up a little bit of a performance against their crosstown rival, the Chicago Cubs. And I have a very bad feeling that this series is going to be very ugly for the Chicago Cubs, or excuse me, for the Chicago White Sox. James Shields will be pitching tomorrow for the White Sox, going up against John Lester. James Shields has had his moments this year, but he's shown wild inconsistencies. And then on Sunday, we will have Giolito going up against Kyle Hendricks. Yes, it'll be Lucas Giolito going up against Kyle Hendricks.
Evan Hand.
Giolito with a 1-4 record this year. And he's been a little bit rough to watch this year. He's still young, but he certainly, like, a patience level starts to go down after a while.
Oh, ball 2.
Anyways, back to this game.
Trio. Oh, 3-1. What do you got here? Come on, Kip. Come on, Kip. Oh, he'll take the walk.
Evanham walks again. Here goes number 6, Matt Funders, the designated hitter, coming up for Lake Central.
Oh, he's got it.
Hand goes to second, and he is safe.
That second baseman's been trying to make those, or that shortstop's trying to make those plays, but he's just not getting that glove around fast enough.
First, and he is out. Lake Central able to get a man to third base, Evan Hand.
Left fielder number 9, Giovanni Lopez.
Giovanni Lopez, power hitter out the bat, top of the order.
That one hit high. Look like it'll stay in play. And he's able to make the play. Two down.
Got a catcher there. Oh, I forgot to mention we had a new pitcher up there. Giovanni, mention we had a new pitcher up there.
Yes.
Sorry, it was my bad. Must have had the headset off. Fly to the center.
Hit. See if they call it, and they don't.
Oh, no.
Justin Graves is going to get into second base, and it is an 8-2 Lake Central lead. Bad communication in the outfield by Homewood, and that cost them a run. As it is now 8-2 Lake
That
Central.
shortstop's making a lot of errors. As much as he's making these good plays infield,
Speaking of people making errors, Connor Tomzik coming up to bat.
he came back with that one catch. Saw dugout clap. No.
I'm sure he's looking to
No.
make up for that even more. Try get a runner in. Try to get Justin Graves in from second base, who was able to get on by that error. That one hit down.
Batting practice. We're in the batting practice cages. Funny.
Ugh. He gets a second. And that one hops over. Justin Graves is going to score, and Connor Tomzik gets into second base. And it is 8-2, or excuse me, 9-2 Lake Central.
Wow. Just can't.
Poor infielding is what cost this Homewood team so far today. As it is first baseman Connor Hoffman coming to bat now. Lake Central got their bullpen going right now. It is number 3, Max Bourne. That one,
Overshot.
and he makes the catch. Damage is done. Lake Central able to get 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. We will head to the top of the 6th inning. Lake Central up 9-2. looks like Homewood's coach is very frustrated. You cannot blame him. A lot of those runs could have easily been prevented if they just made some of those plays in the infield. I'm sure he's very frustrated with the shortstop right now. Very bad communication by them, and that's why you're down 9-2.
Good Twitter.
And we've given a shout out to other spring sports that have been going on. Girls tennis got a win last night against Portage. Great DAC won 4-1. As they head into their sectional play next week, we want to wish them good luck.
10 minutes of first pitch versus the Indians versus the Royals tonight. Rooting for the Indians.
The Indians have a bad place in my heart after they blew a 3-1 lead against the Chicago Cubs. No bitterness here. A ball hit in the center field, and Evan Hand able to make the play.
Evan Ham, beautiful play. 1 out.
That one hit to Jared Bass. Play to first, and he is out.
Beautiful glove movement.
And number 19 comes to the bench, very frustrated. Brant will come to the plate. The DH looking to get some kind of offense going. As Homewood now down to their final 4 outs. See if Thompson can make the play, and he does.
And that was a quick inning.
1, 2, 3 inning. We head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Lake Central still up 9-2. This weekend is Mother's Day this Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Love you, Mom. If you're watching this, I love you.
I know for a fact my mom was watching. Thank you, Mom.
Shout out Mrs. Alcantar. you raised a great child.
Yeah.
I met your older son, too. Also a great child.
Love you, Mom. Can't thank you enough.
If my mom's watching, love you too, Mom. Just love you. It's all I was watching. Thank you for everything you do.
I know my mom's been waiting to hear that for a long time.
If you don't tell your mom you love her every morning, Giovanni, you're doing something wrong. He provides for you.
And we do want to give a shout out to all our spring sports heading into sectional play very soon. Our baseball team, of course, heading into sectional play. Everyone as the school year winds
Track
down.
team coming up this weekend. Not this weekend, but maybe next weekend as well.
Our baseball team will take on Hammond Morton.
Ooh. Really?
In sectionals. Very high expectations going into this year for Lake Central. I'm sure they expect to get back to the regional championship game, and there's a very good chance that they will face Penn. Maybe not in the championship game, but sometime in this playoff. Jared Bass hits that to the third base side, bobbles it, and he gets him out at first base.
New shortstop.
And our tennis team actually won sectionals last year, so I'm sure they have very high expectations too, coached by Mr. Brian Zelanik.
going with the strong swing there. Let's see if he can do that. A 1-1-1 count.
As they now a 2-1 count. First base side. Gets it to Cox for out number 2.
Pitcher's hand out. Pitcher's hand out.
Is Ian Lakowski coming up for Lake Central. He is pitch hitting for Hunter Zahorski. Or excuse me, Matt Fundich. My bad.
Got 0-2 count. 2 outs.
That one is
Well,
low
Baltimore
for
really want to bat.
ball 1. So count is 1-2
Yes, it is.
with 2 outs. That one bounced first base side. See if they can make the play.
And he'll reach
And he
for
gets
it.
him out. 1-2-3 inning as we head into the top of the 7th inning. Last chance for Homewood to make some damage. Down 7 runs. And Brock Bagesha, after a very solid 6 innings, comes out of the game. And it'll be number 11, Doug Visnack, come on. Non-safe situation, but you certainly want to finish the game strongly. As Homewood now down to their last 3 outs.
Play some catch, Giovanni.
Always down for a game of catch. And before we end tonight, we do want to give a shout out to our crew helping us here tonight. This wouldn't be possible without them. Director Tyler
Jared Carroll and
Ferrander.
Jacob Kucha out here working for us tonight.
Made
Jared
all
Carroll
those,
giving us
made all
scores,
those
Jake Kucha
graphics
and
that
Jake
you
Kucha
see on
on
the
graphics
screen
and
wouldn't be
computer
possible without him. Cameraman Jared Carroll. And also graphic designer Marcus Orsuch.
Or Chew. Marcus down there doing some good work in Texas for us.
He's a member of the Business Professionals of America club here at Lake
All
Central
Max
High School.
live in Texas. Doug Visnack. On a mount.
And we also need to give a big shout out to Jack Deal, our Director of Commentary.
Jack Deal. Sports. Some geese over there.
He's on a non-safe situation. That one hit center field, and Graves is going to get to it, and quickly we have out number 1.
Top of the order. One ball, one out.
As Homewood now down to 2 outs, it would take quite a string of events for them to get back into this game. And Lake Central's got some activity going in their bullpen. Number 17, Ryan Ruberry, senior. He's got the catbird seat now at 3-0. That one taken for ball 4. And for one last time, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click on that notification bell to be notified of our live streams.
You heard him.
And also, be sure to tune in to our weekly show, Tribe TV. Last episode coming out this Friday, and they're not going to have a play at first or second base. And those back to Connor Tomczyk. No play there. I'm still have one out. Away fans trying to provide some energy for this team to potentially spark a comeback.
Walker up the bat. Sorry about that, Giovanni. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
That one's low for ball 1.
Oh, what a shot.
It's into the gap in right center. He makes the catch. One more out.
What a play. What a play. Yeah. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
See if this net can finish strong. Strike 1.
Aircraft activity. Good stop.
And ball gets away, and he's caught in a pickle. And that's the final out of the game.
He wasn't paying attention.
Lake Central wins 9-2 against Homewood Flossmoor.
Ladies and gentlemen, say real quick. I have to say, I'm next to Giovanni. Giovanni's hand in mine. I'd like to thank him for all times commentating. It's my last time commentating, so I'm Colm Thomas-Zuski, signing off for the final time.
I'm Giovanni Alcantar. We will see you this Tuesday as Lake Central take on the Chesterton Trojans. Before we go, I do want to thank Colm for all he's done for us. Can't thank him enough for it. That is it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to tune in Tuesday again when Lake Central takes on the Chesterton Trojans. We will be here for that one. See you then.